Hi, I'm Emily with Partridge Creek Farm, and today I'm going to be taking you through the process of seed starting, which is a great way to give your warm weather crops a head start in the growing season. A good rule of thumb is to plant your seeds about 6 weeks before the estimated last spring frost date, which in the Marquette County is like early or mid-May. So it's always good to start at like early April. So these are the materials you'll be needing for seed starting. First, you'll need a container. Really, any container will do as long as it has drainage holes. So you could repurpose some egg cartons or just a little paper cup. Or if you have any containers like this, those are super useful too. For the potting mixture, I have a store-bought seed starting soil, which has perlite in it, so that'll give good aeration in the soil. I'm gonna also be adding to it some compost. This is locally sourced compost. It was made on site at Partridge Creek Farm. And then I'll also add some water to this mixture just to moisten it for when we pot it. And then of course you'll need some seeds. Here I have peppers and tomatoes that were donated to us by Michigan State University Extension. And then just some markers, maybe some popsicle sticks or tape, just so you can mark what you're growing, especially if you're growing a lot of different things. So first I'm going to prepare my potting mixture. I'm gonna add the compost to it, and then I'm gonna moisten this potting mixture with some water. And now I'm gonna add this to my egg carton container. It's a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my tomato seeds, dump them out in my hand. I'm gonna plant about 2 to 3 seeds in each. Now I'm going to top a thin layer on top of these seeds. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of water on the top of these. And you'll want to water these once every day or every other day just to keep the soil moist but not completely saturated. Now what you want to do is you'll want to cover these with a plastic covering. Usually people use saran wrap. I do not have saran wrap, so I'm using a plastic produce bag. Here at Partridge Creek Farm, we love to reuse household materials that would otherwise be thrown away. So I'm gonna cut this up and layer it on top, and it'll create this greenhouse effect for the seeds to germinate. And then once they start to pop up, you'll take off that plastic. Now I'm going to label. You're gonna set these in indirect sunlight, and like I said, water them once a day or every other day. And once you see the seedlings sprout out of the soil, you'll take this covering off and you'll set them in preferably a south-facing window so they can get direct sunlight and flourish.